Hello everyone, I'm Brian. Today I'm reacting to Three Diets of the Mind, Swami Anubhavananda. So this was kind of funny and interesting. Three Diets of the Mind. I'm not exactly sure what he means by this. I mean, it's meditation. Outside of that, I'm not sure what else. I mean, in terms of at least Advaita Vedanta, I believe. Um, well, anyways, let's go and get started with the video.
When we talk, one of the three or all the three things happen. Either we go in the past, or we go in the future, or we compare in the present. These are the three diets on which the mind survives. Past, carbohydrate; future, protein; present, fat.
Hmm.
Three diets. Starve the mind, meaning don't talk to others and ask, where are you from, why you were born, how were you born all right? Or your parents had to do some tapasya? No, they are doing tapasya now. Therefore, don't ask anything about anybody. Try this. How many times we keep on telling, but when we come together, the same thing, you give one. This is particularly for these ammas. Learn, my friends, when necessary, do talk. But constantly, 8 hours of physical work, energy consumption, is equal to 1 hour of nonsense talking, energy consumption. 8 hours of non-stop energy consumption is equal to 1 hour of intense thinking, contemplation. 8 hours of intense thinking, contemplation, energy consumption is equal to 10 minutes of silence, energy consumption. How much energy is required to keep quiet? Then you will understand the meaning of that mantra. Yato vacho nivartante aprapya manasasaha. That it is beyond the scope of speech and mind.
Real quick with this statement about consumption of silence. The thing is that you can be quiet, but the mind might be noisy. So I'm making the assumption here that he also, when he says quiet, it doesn't also mean talking, but also perhaps in the mind as well. Because I think he said 8 hours of deep contemplation is about 10 minutes of silence. So not only is silence supposed to include the talking portion, but also the thinking portion, I believe, or deep contemplation.
Speech and mind. And therefore, those who observe mauna, unwanted talks are suspended, then whatever they say, it happens. That sankalpa siddhi comes because of this. We are living in Vaikhari. A sadhak has to live in Madhyama. देखो सुनो मत बोलो. And the saints and sages, they live in Pashyanti. In Pashyanti Vani, the thought and the contents of the thought, they are not yet separated. In Vaikhari Vani, the word and the object are separated. In Madhyama Vani, both of them are thoughts. In Pashyanti, they are not yet separated. And therefore, when the sadhu santa, when they say something, it happens. It is not jadoo, friends. Therefore, when we take this in letter and spirit, it is just appearance. It has value only when we are awake. Otherwise, it has no value. This is what living with this understanding every moment of our life is meditation. But for us, meditation is half an hour meditation, rest of the day frustration.
I like that phrasing. That phrasing is perfect. Half an hour meditation, the rest of the day frustration. That's amazing. I'm sorry, I can't just get over that. It rhymes so good too. Let's see. Let's listen to that last part
It
again.
has value only when we are awake. Otherwise, it has no value. This is what living with this understanding every moment of our life is meditation. But for us, meditation is
Okay, I don't want him to say that again because I'm gonna start laughing again.
therefore, when we take this in letter and spirit, it is just appearance. It has value only when we are awake. Otherwise, it
Hmm.
in Pashyanti, they are not yet separated. And therefore, when the sadhu santa, when they say something, it happens. It is not jadoo, friends. Therefore, when we take this in letter and spirit, it is just appearance. It has value only when we are awake.
I'm trying to understand this last bit.
निवर्तन्ते अप्राप्य मनसा सह.
I'm wondering if this last part's talking about this mantra you just said. I wish you would translate it so I could understand it.
That it is beyond the scope of speech and mind. And therefore, those who observe Mauna, unwanted talks are suspended, then whatever they say, it happens. That Sankalpa Siddhi comes because of this. We are living in Vaikhari. A sadhak has to live in Madhyama. देखो सुनो मत बोलो. And the saints and sages, they live in Pashyanti.
Okay, I do struggle to understand this bit because he's talking a lot about a lot of things I've not heard or they're not translated. Maybe there are not. Well, how do I say? Maybe there are meaning and not meant to be translated. Like kind of like you say when you say pizza. There's no way to translate that because it's a food item, like a car or a truck or a motorcycle or a moped. There's no translation to it as opposed to like saying Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe not car and truck. Sorry. Let's say like Toyota or Nissan, like brand names. There's no translation to it. That is the name itself. Car, there is a translation. Like it could cars just literally well, a car is, and it could have a different name in a different language. I'm not sure if he's saying car, meaning that it can be translated into English, or is he saying like a noun essentially, like Toyota, where it's not translatable because that's the name. It's like your name and my name. You can't translate it. There's no how to say equi- I think in Chinese people in America, I believe I've heard this, and I think it's true. They have their English name, then they also have their Chinese name. So um, I don't know if that's a kind of a equivalent of translation. I don't think so. But anyways, that was an interesting one, just because again, kind of like when I say Brian, no matter what language you say my name in, it's going to be Brian all the time. There's not there's it doesn't translate except for like maybe like Jesus. In Spanish it's Jesus. So it's not necessarily a translation, it's a different pronunciation. Anyway, I'm getting off topic here. But again, the words that he says here, I don't know if there's a translation to it. So, like for example, if it says whatever he said, one of the words he says could probably translate to the equivalency of spirit in say English, or meditation, or um, I don't know, something else. Or are they just nouns, meaning that is the name of it? There's no translation to it. I guess that's kind of the reason why I kind of struggle with him. He does. I mean, I understand that he's talking to people who are bilingual, um, I'm, and it's English and I believe Hinduism or Hinduism might not be the language. Hindi's the language. um, Hopefully, I'm alright with that one too. But anyways, you understand what I'm trying to say. I know Swami Sarvapriyananda does say the Hindi version and also translates it, which I do really appreciate that. It makes it a lot easier to understand. And also, I wish you kind of give like a bit of an example, kind of like,
The scope of speech and mind.
hold on, let's see.
यतो वाचो निवर्तन्ते अप्राप्य मन in
This is
madhyama,
so like that.
in vaikhari.
Vaikari. I don't know what that is.
A
And
sadhak
next,
has to live
Sadak
in madhyama.
and Madhyama. I don't know what those mean. It sounds
देखो
like a person, Sadak sounds like a person who is maybe faithful, or a person who meditates, a person who follows a particular philosophy, must live in I forgot the word already, but inner peace, must live in inner turmoil, or must live in must look within, or something like that. Because whenever he points inside, I'm assuming here. I wish you would translate it, or, but I try my best, and I do try to read what he says. And I'll say this: I was thinking about his video today. It's like whenever he was in Swami Sarvapriyananda's video, I really understood him a lot there. So I'm thinking, it's like, what is going on? Why did I understand him so much more in Swami Sarvapriyananda's video, but not in his? I'm confused. Is it the location? I don't know. But anyways, let me know what he means by these things. I guess kind of a very small summary. You don't have to try too hard. Hopefully there'll be enough out there that I can read multiples of them and get a understanding. Trust me, I do read the comments, especially if they come in the email. I just don't have time to reply. I'm always multitasking. There's never enough time in a day. But anyways, that's my reaction to 3 diets of the mind. If you like my content, please consider subscribing, thumbs up, the sign down below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next vid.